Vegas Raiders.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, it's Cole, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 83 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Dolphins at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Second and 3. Out to Cole on the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cole. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluokun. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, They have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. On 2nd down, it's Cole. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From a yard out. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 13 carries, 59 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Burrow now off the bootleg. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Burrow on play action. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And Burrow going to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On third down, Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. To throw again on second down. Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle they go. Cole. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. And this one's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 22.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cole. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs. That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Up the middle they go. Cole. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down now, it's Cole. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
They'll set up a throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a handoff up the middle. Cole. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 2nd down, it's Cole, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Cole. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 2nd down now, it's Cole, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with
this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 4. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a give to Jacobs running right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On play action, they'll throw. His throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Connects with Cole again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 2nd down, it's Cole. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. But Josh McDaniels, he had his mind made up on that one. He disagrees, and he'll throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So Josh McDaniels ends up winning that challenge. Smart decision to review it. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 2nd down at 5. Up the middle they go. Cole takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cole. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Fighting through pressure. Escaping, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for my